Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Pro Dota commentary done by Luminous. I have a confession to make. I just casted Neolution versus Stars Boba. If you haven't watched that game yet, I recommend you check it out. It's a very decent game. But the confession is about the fact that I look back to certain parts of the commentary, I rewatched it, and I was kind of shaking my head. I'm like, oh man, this is a pretty bad commentary. Not too sure whether my Asian perfectionist is kicking into gears here or it just actually was a bad commentary. I'll let you guys decide on that. But I was like, it's not a good commentary. I was feeling a little bit emo. And then, of course, when you're feeling emo, you go in and out. You drown your emo-ness with the double-double and a milkshake and things like that. So I came back, re-energized myself. I'm just like, you know what? I think we're going to do another Dota 1 game. So we're going to have another Dota 1 game. This is Mineski versus Red Invasion, I believe. I don't think anyone casted it, but if they did, well, the replay's so old anyway, so I don't think anyone would complain. Yes, this is also a replay from 1 month ago, and it's from the GEST, which again, we're gonna have a GEST this month as well. I think either this weekend or the next. So do look forward to more Dota 1 content. This is kind of me trying to get better as a commentator. Even though I've been commentating for almost 3 years now, I feel like I still have a lot to work on. So I felt like a little bit emo, so now trying to un-emo myself by casting my way out of it. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Let's just get into this game. The pick and bans are going to be skipped through because I personally don't think I have a very good grasp of Southern East Asian pick and ban, especially for Mineski and Red Invasion, because I haven't really seen, especially Red Invasion, I haven't seen their gameplay quite a bit. At least not as much compared to, let's say, Chinese or European. In either case, we have a Broodmother Lich Dragon Knight, a Quap, and whatever they're going to pick last. And then we're going to have a Windrunner Pugna, Slardar Weaver, and a Witch Doctor. So I'm liking Red Invasion's picks here so far. I do like the fact that they have Witch Doctor and Pugna, two of the more unpicked heroes. They have some good DPS coming in from the Slaughter with the minus armor, and also with the Weaver with the minus armor as well. If someone gets a Medallion Courage, that's going to be pretty nice. A good way to cut into that Frost armor that I'm going to be dealing up against. And we're going to see, yes! Nice! We're going to see a Nerubian Assassin. The Nerubian Assassin has been kind of the resurgence of the pick in the Southern East Asian scene. Keep in mind that this is 6.73C, not the newest 6.74, which Spike Carapace has been reworked. Very interesting mechanics, of course, that has nothing to do with this game. So we're going to see some Urna Swarm in this game, and probably one of the few remaining times we'll ever see Urna Swarm. But in any case, he's going to be dealing against amplified damage, which we'll review him, but that's not really the big thing. I wonder how they're going to lane this. I'm not going to make any predictions in terms of lane, but I do want to talk about in terms of hero composition. Right now, Mineski looks like they are going to be going for quite a pushing heavy lineup. Both Mineski and Red Invasion, their playstyle is kind of kill and kill and kill. Not kill towers nor creeps, but kill heroes. So do look towards that Dragon Knight to go for a very, very offensive kind of build, which is maxing that Dragon Tail very early on, and also taking a Shadow Blade or Lodar's Edge in Dota 1 and go effectively gank with that DK. And of course, we're going to see quite a bit of bottle curls from Mineski. And I do believe that Red Invasion will kind of mirror the playstyle. Their hero is very suitable for the chasing and running away. Slaughter with Sprint, with Sakuchi from the Weaver, Windrunner from Windrunner, and of course the Cryptify for the extra slow, and Witch Doctor for the bounces and stuff. So we're going to see quite a bit of action-packed game. And without further ado, let's unpause and get the show on the road. So we have Mineski on the Sentinel. Let's talk about who is playing what. We have Jules playing the Dragon Knight, kind of his signature hero. OWA playing the Queen of Pain. Lich being handled by RR. We have Jay playing the Broodmother Sobering Recipe right off the bat. Very, very standard item to start out with. And WTZ, Woods, going to be playing the Nerubian Assassin. So let's see how he's going to be playing that. Did he skill a choice yet? I don't think he did. No, Nerubian Weaver. Yeah, so we'll see what he actually skills as his skill choice. Actually, if you want to see yet another Nerubian Assassin game, I've casted one recently when b-balling. That one was a support Nerubian Assassin, believe it or not, and he went for Bugs first. the Earnest Swarm. So very interesting. Let's see if that's going to be the case. In this game, Witch Doctor probably going to be dropping one ward here, or maybe going to block off this camp. It looks like it's going to be this camp. They're looking for a first blood attempt. Let's see if they're going to get it. We have Witch Doctor, the captain, which is Nash. Snow is going to be playing the Slaughter. We have FZ handling the Weaver. CT, Windrunner, support Windrunner with Sentry Wards. And now we have Monkey playing Oblivion. Cool stuff. It was a big roam in the jungle, but they did not get anything. No wards being dropped down either. This is very, very curious. Generally, you make this big journey down the south to make sure they don't get the pole cam, but that's not what they want. So very, very interesting to kind of use a lot of that time to really do nothing. Well, no problem there. It is going to be a Weaver solo bot, Witch Doctor Slaughter dual mid. I like this choice. And then we have a winner, support winner, and a Pugna on the top lane here. Yes, dueling mid against Dragon Knight. Very, very easy way to shut him down. Now, he will have the Bottle Crow once he get up to the bottle, but whether he can is the question, because, well, he's not going to have an easy time getting those initial 600 gold from the last hit. You can see Witch Doctor and Slaughter putting quite a bit of harass on him. So Dragon Knight, ooh, Fire Breath. Not too sure whether he actually got that creep. Back on the bot lane, that is going to be the Earnest Swarm right at level 1. Those bugs will be silencing like crazy. You could pop them on the ground and just harass like crazy. Earnest Swarm, very creative use right from the get-go, but it's a very, very good silence against, yeah, he can't really do anything. The bugs, they are just being microed and followed upon. And they could, of course, silence when they explode and also do a minuscule amount of damage. Actually, fairly decent damage, especially in the early game. Very nice. Back in the mid lane, a little bit of harass against this Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight half HP. He has taken Fire Breath at level 1 and Dragon Blood level 2. And no stun here just yet. Not that he needs to, to be honest, because, well, who is going to really be stunning? He already burned himself and down to 2 tangos so far. And again, the Bucks already set up. Going to go for a kill. Just constantly being annoying to this Weaver. I've seen another really, really excellent use of the Bugs in a pushing lineup here. As you see the Bug being exploded, they might go for a kill. Yeah, the silence going up, and that's a first blood. Look at how strong that skill is. It is a 4-second silence right from the get-go, and doing the nice damage. Queen of Pain picking up that first blood will get herself a bottle, which is very nice. Another way I've seen that the Bug being used is you put the Bugs like right here, and then you use it to push. So how do you actually use those Bugs to push? Well, basically when you see a creep wave coming, you unburrow it, and then they draw the creep aggro, and then you immediately burrow it again, and then the creeps will try to run by, and then you unburrow again. You keep doing it, and the creep wave will just freak out. Like, they're like, oh my god, there's something ahead, and then oh wait, there's nothing ahead, and oh my god, there's something ahead, and then basically the entire creep wave just acts idiotic, and then you just pwn their creeps, pwn their tower. So a pretty fun way to play the Earnest Swarm like that as well. And it is sad to see the Earnest Swarm finally being used, and then Ice Frog and whoever his party, his friends decides to be like, nope, gonna change it, gonna save it for future, and gonna bring back the Spike Carapace for that SA, or excuse me, NA. A little bit of harass going on in the melee. Unfortunately, nothing to bounce upon for that cast. So, well, just a big waste of mana in my opinion for that. But anyways, back on the top lane here is a Broodmother Lich, a very, very defensive lane. And I wonder is whether Pugna and the winner will decide to push against that. They could upgrade the Ring of Assays very easily. And because of this big creep wave, they could actually do some significant damage to the tower. Nova goes on the Windrunner, but she doesn't really care too much about it. Here we go. Are they going to be starting to drop some nukes right on this tower? Well, they're both right-clicking it, trying to do some nice pot shots on it. And actually a little bit of a sacrifice, or excuse me, Dark Ritual under the tower as well. He misclicked that. Ooh, he misclicked the Spiderling, so did not get the creep kill, nor to go, as we see massive amount of kills going on in the mid lane. Sorry for missing that, but it was Dragon Knight and Slaughter trading kills against each other. Meanwhile, we have Lich, very low HP. Man, this just reminds me of what game we're watching, which is Southern East Asian Dota game, as we see kills just going off absolutely everywhere. Can we get the kill? Yes, we can. Invasion Red and Mineski gonna trade here and there, and if you blink, you miss these kills because it's gonna happen absolutely everywhere. And it looks like Queen of Pain is going to be bottle crawling. It's going to be checking the 4 rune here real fast. And if he doesn't see anything, going to hop all the way back to base for a quick regen. I hope you're going to be checking the 4 rune. Come on. Come on. Alright. Fine. I'll check for the 4 rune. See, he could have bottled it. He could have bottled it. Just saying. OWA. Micro, as we see another silent goes on. FZ, ooh, very low HP. He's gonna Sakuchi, maybe even go for a kill. Oh man, you gotta be careful. He's gonna tango up. But right now, OW, he is the hunter, or she is the hunter. Swarm being used. Okay, alright, he's gonna blink away and gonna attack it back. But once the bottle comes back for this Queen of Pain, she's gonna be absolutely fine in terms of having the regen. In that case, FZ's gotta be very careful because again, you don't know whether the bugs are coming, and indeed they are. This is a be canceling some oh, silence. Some crazy micro going on, and I just had to laugh. That was the most ridiculously easily claimed kill ever, but you know, whatever. Back on the top lane, it looks like Besatis is upgraded here. We do have yet another new pair of Sentry Ward, no boots of speed up here for Oblivion. And CT just playing the pure support in this case. Back in the mid lane, I'm not too sure how Jules actually got a kill earlier, especially traded against the Slaughter. That's very decent. But now Slaughter with the magic bottle and a boots of speed as well. And now Dragon Knight forced to walk all the way back. Yeah, I guess he was nuked down very much so and did not have bottle. But yeah, now he does have the bottle, so he's going to be bottle crawling and try to fire breath spam his way back in the lane. It's going to be hard though, because really all they need to do, all Scourge need to do is initiate with a cast and then run in with a stunner. So, and then Dragon Knight will be forced to burn a lot of bottle charges to regen back. You see Witch Doctor going down top lane, checking for a Runa. Did not really get too much of anything. And on the kill, top lane going off once again. Sorry for missing that. And it looks like we're going to see a double kill here for Jay. Can he have some mana? Yeah, he is going to get the mana for another Spawn Spiraling, or the Spiralings himself is going to do it. There's a Decryptify for survivability, but Spawn Spiraling is going to do the job as we see Jay picks up a double kill with a Soul Ring up. Meanwhile, on the bot lane here, Swarm being used, and now the Bucks chasing that Weaver. Gonna usher him away from the lane, although OW himself very low there. We're gonna have an Impale, silence number one. Silence, yes, silence number two. No, a little bit of miss micro, but a Scream of Pain gonna be used from this Akasha. That was not a Scream of Pain, that was a Sonic Wave. But in either case, was able to claim the kill. Very nicely done here by the stunning and silence. I do believe that the purple, he missed a little bit of micro, but no big deal. Still showing off some nice multitasking. Back on the top lane here though. The nukes will be going upon a Monkey. As you can see, one nuke and a couple of right clicks right on half HP. And Broodmother could spawn Spiraling. Yes, and that's yet another easy kill. Back on the mid lane as we see another dive. Man, this is a game that I do not feel bad at all for missing any kills, because we have 12 kills in 7 minutes. And I only think I missed like 4, which is actually pretty high. But anyways, Shaco Shot level 2 being taken by our Windrunner. He is on the bottom, or she is on the bottom with a teleport score. No boots of speed yet. A lot of carnage going on so far. And this top lane might be in a little bit of trouble as Broodmother now firmly in control of the lane. Pugna cannot be in the lane anymore. I would actually like to see a lane switch. But no, this Windrunner gonna take some Impale. Silence. No. What? He was going for FZ, the silence going on. Can we get yet another silence? Look at the damage being done. The salve gets cancelled. One more hit is gonna do it. No, he dodges Impale. Now time walks back. We're trying to juke. Uh-oh, he could get a TP and TP out. Is he gonna do that? You don't want to mess around. He's gonna Sakuchi and run upwards. But the Bugs, no. The Bugs is not going to find him. Meanwhile, a kill goes on the mid lane here as Jules gets picked off again. How many times did Jules die? Let's check. He is 0 and 4. Goodness gracious, Jules generally very good in terms of controlling the mid lane. But bottom crawling strat is only generally good in terms of a 1v1 strat, not a 1v2 strat, because you're going to get out nuked as we see OWA diving for that kill. One hit away. It is that Queen of Pain, and she's going to blink away. And that bottle crow, it'd be flying. Back on the top lane, more action going on. We do have an amplified damage right on Jay, and he is revealed going to be out of the web. Chain Frost bouncing on creeps only. We do have a life drain, but looks like that Chain Frost was able to get one kill, but they did get a rebuttal kill against this Broodmother, which is kind of what they want. Who did they lose in return? They lost a Witch Doctor. No big deal here. But yes, finally killing that Broodmother was so important, because Broodmother was getting a little bit out of control in that exchange. But right now, this Queen of Pain on the bot lane getting very out of control as well, because she was able to get a lot of kills. Well, she did die one time due to that very awkward Sakushi into a right click thing. But yeah, she's controlling lane very nicely. Was able to set up very nice kills as well, and I think she's gonna be big. 36 and 9 is her free farm, or is her CS right now. And I do believe she's going to go for treads. But meanwhile, engagement happening on the mid lane. It looks like the stuns and the minus armor was able to bring down the Dragonite. And Jules goes 0 and 5. Back on the top lane. More action going on. Winrunner trying to get a shackle off. But got to be careful because there is a nuke. Do we have yet another nuke coming here from Jay? Nope. Power treads is up and 14 charges on the wand. Will be able to help her survive a little bit more. Yes, I have not seen Jules ever have such a tough time early on, especially when he's playing the Dragonite mid. But as I was saying earlier, Dragonite, that build that he's going for, not so good against massive nukers that would just kill you outright. Which Slaughter and the Witch Doctor, because of the double stuns they have, and because with the high burst damage they could do with the amplified damage and Maledict, they will be able to kill DK very easily. So that Bottle Crow, not really helpful if they kill you outright and don't even let you have a chance of regen. And Broodmother trying to find himself in a decent position to not get ganked. No Sentry Ward down yet, so ooh, there is a Sentry Ward. Yeah, he's gonna get amped if this scene. I do believe the trees are blocking him just a little bit. But I do believe, he gotta be careful. Sentry Ward's gonna be dropped. There is gonna be amp damage on top of him. Cask, can we get a stun off? There's an amp damage. Oh, a little bit unlucky. And again, Witch Doctor letting those cask fly without having the burn on top of him, or without having any creeps nearby. One cool trick you can see here is Slaughter forced to use a crush to save his Witch Doctor. If you're being chased by Panda Split, or if you're being chased by summons and things like that, and not a hero, you could actually pop your smoke with the seat and try to escape. There's many times as a Crystal Maiden, a Vengeful Spirit, as a support that you're being chased like that, and you could definitely escape. As we see a gang coming here, a silence number 1, silence number 2. He actually popped out invis. Was that his ultimate? Yes, it was. A blink crush here from Snow, as he evidently already has Blink Dagger. Very early blink, nicely done. So they got a 1 for nothing. We on the bot lane here. It looks like Weaver and the Winner was able to set up a kill against the Queen of Pain as well. 9 to 10 in favor of the Scourge. 11 minutes in. This is Southern East Asian Dota, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy stuff happening so far. Brewlings being popped on the top lane. I wonder if they could push though. I don't think they really can, because Pugna with a lot of mana in the lane, so he can really easily repel the push. But he's got to be careful about survivability, as he died a couple of times already. But yeah, out of the 10 kills that the Scourge got, 5 of them are on Jules, which is the carry, or one of the carry here for the Sentinel squad. So they're doing a very good job in terms of shutting him down. And also, they got a kill here against the Broodmother as well. So, and 2 kills against the Queen of Pain. So the kill distribution very nice, because they are all up on the carries of the Scourge. Very nice, as we see a setup a kill on the bot lane. Any teleportation scroll coming in. I don't think he could go for a solo kill unless you got a lot of bugs, which it doesn't seem like he does. He's waiting for the Queen of Pain to come in position, but his invisibility is running out. But I think he's going to time-lapse. Yeah, he is going to time-lapse. Swarm goes right in. He's at half HP. Witch Doctor's going to come around. Cast not bouncing once again. He's using it just like a Venge Stun. Magic Wand being popped. The bug's going to do the job. No, he levels up just long enough to survive. Weaver trying to get a kill. In fact, he's going to go down. He gets 1 kill. Oh my god, he's big play here from this Weaver against the Creaching Out. There's a Crow. There's a Crow. Oh my god, go for the kill, man. That was... Oh, I would have gone for the kill on the Crow, especially when you have Gemini attack. We do see a blink in for that Invis. He's gladly going to pick it up. But amp damage. Oh, he went Invis before the amp. Nice crush here, realizing where the Queen of Pain was. But yes, early Blink Dagger on Slaughter, allowing him to gank so effectively. As you can see, he's ganking top, ganking mid, and ganking bot just right now as well. And because he has Bottle to regen his mana after each and every gank, he will be able to use this Blink Dagger very, very frequently. So nicely done here for Red Invasion. Meanwhile, we have Invisible Queen of Pain. Uh-oh. If there's any clutch Sentry Ward being dropped, as we see a Buck diving past the tower, that's gonna die. Nicely done, as we see a lot of Spylings trying to slow defend and push. What the hell are all those Spylings doing? Weaver chasing away the Broodmother. Uh-oh. It looks like Nash trying to go for a kill. There is the amp damage, but unfortunately I don't... This is not the amp damage. Well, it is an amp damage, sort of. But, the Maledict, I don't think he's going to get the kill, but the Blink Crush will, as Jay could only just watch, because he cannot pop out of this in fearful of that Slaughter. Meanwhile, we have NA in position. 11 to 12, we see Scourge still leading by 1 kill. Shackle Shot back in the mid lane. Decrepify Blast, that is barely going to miss the Jules, as he, again, Fire Breath spam on the farm. Will farm his way back in the lane, but he's still very, very slow in the farm. 500 gold, 47 creep kills, and again 5 death on Jules. check out how everyone's doing in terms of the farm. NA's got nothing as he's playing support. 47 here on OWA, the Queen of Pain. 60 on Jay, and he is farming absolutely brilliantly. 31 on Pugna, despite getting the farm on the top lane. He was killed many times, 4 times to be exact. And 49 kills on the Slaughter. So overall, Invasion Red not farming as well, but they're taking control in terms of hero kills. It seems like they have better ganking potential as well. The Blink Dagger on the Slaughter is key, and look towards him to put even more pressure up against Mineski. But right now it is Mineski that actually took the first tower. Of course, having a Broodmother on your team very, very helpful in that regard. And looks like Broodmother continue pressure on the top lane, and they're running the Spiraling Pass again to stop the creep wave here. Is that the that is exactly what it's gonna do. And he's gonna actually make a web behind the tower and force the Broodmother very, very far back. But little does he know, Sentry War is here, and he is in huge trouble as well amplified damage. Amp damage. Maledict, Jesus, what the hell? Maledict is on him, and amp damage is on him as well, and very easily picked off. A teleportation goes on the mid lane here as you see Pugna in a little bit of trouble, and Slaughter blinks ahead. Can we get a crush? Can we get a crush? Well, it's probably on the cooldown. Pops the nice regen rune on him as well, and looks like Jules will be going down for the 6th time. And Paralyzing Cast just went to level 3, so did he mask Maledict? Yes, he did! Maledict mask. Maledict Max by Witch Doctor. Wow, English is a difficult language. Back on the bot lane here, looks like Jules, or excuse me, OW taking the chance to take that bot tower. Very nice, good recognition by Mineski, saying that, well, one of the guys are getting ganked in the mid lane, really can't help him out, and really don't have the TP scroll to help him out, so we're going to take a tower instead. I think one of the thing I really criticize on Mineski's playstyle is they generally have very, very poor map control. When one of their guys is getting ganked on one part of the map, they never really TP to help out. I guess it's just kind of how they play, but it's definitely very much so frowned down upon when you look at how the Chinese players or the European players play. But no big deal, that's their playstyle, that's how they grab themselves the lead sometimes, and sometimes they fall behind. No big deal, that's just how they play. And looks like we're going to see a Queen of Pain Axtic first, which is going to allow that cooldown of a level 16 ultimate to be 40 seconds, so she could be spamming it for a wave of creeps if you want to, or be using it for ganks very, very frequently. But yes, my camera is upon that Slaughter because he is looking for kills, and he's getting quite a bit of runes as well. Got a regen rune last time, now going to be going for Invis rune. And he has threats as well, so his attack speed very, very respectable. Do you see Ring of Besays being turned on, and they are going for this tower. Again, Dragon Knight trying to give himself a little bit more survivability. I wonder where he's going to go next. Generally, you go for, again, the Lothar's Edge, but he is so far behind now. Is he going to go for a tank item first? Lich level 8 has level 1 Frost Armor. Yes, he does. Great recognition. Once you're outside of laning stage, no need to level up the Dark Ritual anymore. And the armor is starting to become very, very useful against the amplified damage as well as the Swarm. Weaver fighting against the Queen of Pain as they are trading off a couple of nukes. A blink in here from the Queen of Pain, and she is basically dead. The silence comes in and blinks out. Where did he go? He's right here, and Slaughter, 14-second cooldown on that blink, should be coming down soon, very soon. Oh, blinks away. One more blink's gonna do it. Slaughter, just blink, don't let him run out. Meanwhile, Ara gets a double kill. That was the Lich Chain Frost. Nicely done here, but looks like Weaver is gonna get 1 kill here. And now we have the, yeah, there's a blink. Can we get a crush? There's a crush. And damage on top of him as well. Weaver chasing, but the bugs, and then Weaver was too afraid to pop out Invis because the bugs could have silenced him and made a very easy kill. And now we do have Weaver going into Invis. In fact, is he going for the kill? He is gonna go for the Lich. Silence comes in. He is gonna get the kill, but he is gonna get silenced to death, trading 1 for 1 in that exchange. Not so good. And now Slaughter out of mana. Finally, he was not switching his treads as he's casting his spells, and that made all the difference. He would have had yet another blink and another Slithering Crush if he did do that. But just a little bit small play. Nice deny here from the Witch Doctor. Dragon Knight trying to make him pay. No, it's gonna get a stun off and be like, yo, backhand you a little bit here with my stun, and then run back from Jules. And Cass is flying off once again, but not too sure what that was about. Silence being popped by the bugs. In fact, are they going to turn around for a kill? He is invisible with his Vendetta, but he will not have the mana to pop off a stun afterwards. We want to kill attempt going on the top lane, and it's going to be Slaughter. Blink in here, Dust, Crush, And that Broodmother, she be dead. Shackle Shot just for the mini stun. Ooh, there's a magic wand moving very quickly under the web, but not quick enough, as there's one more kill going towards that Winner. Winner, despite starting out as a support, now getting a lot of room to farm, working towards her Buckler and her Mecha as well. Mecha is going to be absolutely key in a game like this where there's so much AoE damage flying about. And this mid tower is still trying to be pushed down. Mineski, despite dying many times, they're still doing a very good job in terms of keeping their towers alive. But this mid tower might finally be going down as Slaughter in position. And this Blink Dagger first have literally just paid for itself through all those successful ganks got so far. If there's an amp damage on top of them, are they going to blink? I don't think they really need to. Yeah, they're going to focus on this tower and bring it down. Oh, Lich trying to go for a Deline. Lich, you did. Oh no. Slaughter not going for the kill. A little bit more passive than I thought he would have been. Yeah, let's see how many kills Slaughter has been involved in. He's been in 3 kills and 9 assists. There's 17 kills here so far, and he's been in 12 of them, and might be on the 13 as they are going to go for this Dragonite. Really tanky at this point. That Chain Frost bouncing. Very unlucky bounce as it stops right now. Slaughter will be tanky enough, and he's going to make it out there alive. Witch Doctor trying to do some residual damage. Can they bring down the Lich? A couple more hits. Blast is going to miss just barely, and now they're going to turn right around for Nash. Nash, the MVP of the NBA, but probably he's going to go down here. One more hit, and the silence is going to do the job. Nice here by the Lich, and those bugs. That silence is just key. RR picks up yet another kill. This kill score 15-17. And meanwhile, another kill goes on the top lane. That was Broodmother picking off the Windrunner. How did that happen? Well, the Orchids, that would have made a lot of sense. Or he went for Orchids first. Very interesting. I think this is a very good game to get Vanguard first, in my opinion. Simply because they have so much physical damage, and also you just need raw HP to survive. Orchid is a very great offensive choice, but defensively against a Blink Slaughter, not so much. But as you see here, both teams not really caring. As if they're not really caring if they die, they just want to get kills, and that might explain why Orchid was the first choice. And Slaughter, he's looking, he will see a Blink Crush, amp damage on top of him right now. Swarm will provide a sight. He blinks right here, trying to TP out the bugs from FZ, trying to clean up, and indeed, that's yet another kill going to Weaver. Weaver, he is opting for survivability, Vit Booster first, and double Wraith Band. Very interesting choice. They're going to try to mow down all these creep wave, and now focus on a tier 1 tower on the bot, and they are going to be still down by 1 tower after that as well. But making good headways in terms of evening the game a little bit more. You know, we have Dragonite. Yeah, he is going to go straight for low darts, despite the fact that he has went 0-6 right from the get-go. Still find a farm somehow. That showcase off how strong this farming build is. As you see Orchid being popped, they're going to get 1 kill right off the bat. Teleport Scroll coming in. That is from the Weaver. They don't have the silence of the Orchid. They're going to go for Dragonite. Very tough cookie to crack. They are going to see a... He's going to go right into Invis. Are we going to have a Dust? Pop the Dust. Oh, he's got Juke. And now we're going to have a Invisible and a Scouting everyone down. Now Pugna in a little bit of trouble. He's going to drop down his ward and start fighting. There's a ward, but it just got melted immediately. Low darts get a pop as well. And looks like Weaver going to go back in time as he's going to Sakuchi out as well. Ward gets destroyed here by Mineski. Great turn of events here by Mineski. Able to get off a couple kills and might be able to transition into a push. And now Queen of Pain defending the bot push as well. Whew, a lot of action happening, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of time to check out on terms of farm. 18-18 as we see the score completely even up. 88 creep kill here on the Queen of Pain. We do see 104 on the Broodmother. Look at all those bugs being microed around. 88 on the Dragonite. Again, but the goal loss is actually not too much goal loss. I guess he just didn't have too much gold to actually didn't have too much gold in his bank to actually lose any gold, I guess. So that's a good thing for Jules, I suppose. But in either case, Slaughter is turning to become very big. Now Slaughter does peak after a certain while, but I don't think he's going to be peaking anytime soon in this game, simply because he does have quite a bit of level advantage. You can see he's level 13 over level 9, 11, and 12. He could actually easily go for those kills. But he's got to be careful. BKB needed to be purchased very quickly, because we're seeing some very dangerous stuns here coming from Mineski. Lich does have the urn, and of course going for the treads. A little bit of item analysis as well. Low darts, he's probably going to go for a BKB or lifesteal afterwards. So we'll see what he decides to do. So we're going to see yet another component for that Axe Scepter. And I do believe this is either a Force Staff, Eel Scepter, or Necrobook. Well, think I just kind of named every single component. Oh, it could be a Dagon. Yeah, it could be a Dagon as well. It looks like it's gonna be Dagon because he does have no talisman as well. So Dagon NA, good old stuff. But support Dagon NA though, that's kind of different. As we see a Smoke Gang going for the Broodmother, and as soon as the smoke break, this Broodmother's dead. There's a Crush. Where's the Dust? There's a Sensual being dropped down, and they definitely have a lot of stuns to bring him down. And Vanguard would not have done anything in that case, but would have helped him survive a little longer. And Orchid definitely did not do anything there. And that's again the difference in terms of playstyle. A lot of pro players like to go for a little bit more defensive item first, but Mineski guys or a lot of Southern East Asian guys are like, F defensive, we're gonna go for kills. And that's the trade-off you make. Well, no big deal. Back in the mid lane here, Jules feeling a lot more comfortable now that he does have the Lothar Edge, but again, I think he just picked off a Dust right on the ground. That was very cool. But again, the invisibility cannot be all that he depends on, because he is very killable as he is trying to invis his way on the bot lane, get a kill. They will have the Bugs in position. They do have any invis, but his Vendetta is going to run out. Yeah, I think Weaver's going to be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, his teammates pushing yet another tower down on the top lane. Can they defend this tower though? Looks like this tower under some heavy siege. Are they going to go for a tier 2 trade? No, we're going to see Scourge coming back to defend. It looks like Scream Pain comes right in, but gotta be very careful. Shackle shot, and looks like, oh wow, that quad just went down so very quickly, using Blink just to mow down the Quick Wave. That was a little bit unfortunate play here. And now they're gonna try to give chase for this NA. Blink coming off cooldown in just a bit. He's gonna dodge that. Amp damage, gonna continue to give Tree Sight. There's a Blink stun, and that dude is dead as well. Invasion picks up 2 free kills, in my opinion. Mineski, a little bit of misplay here and there. And that's gonna put that Slaughter ever so close to his BKB. He does have the hammer, I believe. Yes, there is a hammer. So 1k go away from that BKB, and looks like they're going to go into Roshan. Great recognition by Red Invasion, saying that, well, we just killed 2 guys. We have Scourge advantage, and we have a Slaughter. We're going to quickly break off the Lincoln's charge, put the amp damage on top of him, and focus him down so very quickly. I wonder who's going to pick it up. Oblivion very tanky at this point, although he probably still needs more item. I guess you give it to Slaughter. And you could be even more aggressive. No, they're going to give it to the Weaver, give him a little bit more defensive. And yeah, wow, this Weaver is absolutely farm. Vid Booster and a Sacred Relic going to be going for a very quick Radiance, despite the fact that he's died a couple of times, I think. 4 deaths, but 8 kills to make it up. And of course, 74 creep kills as well. The creep kill definitely not too important to point out because there's so many deaths. I think it is about item choices and about hero positioning. And so far, it's very neck and neck in terms of both of those departments. While Broodmother continued pressure up top, BKB is finally finishing this case. And now, if you have Orchid and BKB after this, you should either just go for a Manta Style. I do believe Manta Style is a decent choice because you could pop off the amp damage from the Slaughter, or you go for something like a Butterfly, or maybe even a Heart. Heart, not the most common choice, but I think Butterfly or the or MKB could be a very common choice as well. But yeah, Butterfly and the Manta are the most popular choice we see. We'll see how Jay is going to be building his hero. Looks like an uncharacteristic low in action as both teams decide to farm a little bit. This Woodrunner gotta be very careful. She does have a mecha, but an Orchid and a couple of right clicks will be able to bring him down. It looks like Jay being very patient. Maybe he, yeah, I think he needs to he needs one more hero to help himself to kill, and no one's really in position to do so. Again, Jules continuously to do his bottle crawling, keeping the mana all very full on the Dragon Knight, and he could be using that Fire Breath to be spamming away. If you look at his stats here, he's only got a single point in his stats, and that's an indication that he's leveled up, he's maxed the Dragon Tail, and that goes back to what I said earlier in terms of the Pigman analysis. Mineski Dragon Knight's very offensive. Go for a lot more engagement. It looks like... Oh, Blink in here for... Wow, how did he see? Yeah, the smoke was immediately revealed, and he just blinked in a gem on top of Slaughter as well. BKB is finished, and looks like Red Invasion is going to go straight in here for the tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, on the top lane here, Broodmother going to get 1 tower, so a trade here so far. And that trade definitely went in favor of the Sentinel, given the fact that Sentinel only needed to have 1 Broodmother to take down the tower. Meanwhile, Scourge needing 5 to take down this tower. And the question is whether Scourge is going to defend the tower on the top lane. Yes, indeed they will. Or the other suggestion was to keep pushing, but it's going to be very risky to do something like that. As we see, maybe a kill attempt here. Brewlings on top of that. Uh-oh, he's going to get the silence off, and look at the lifesteal coming in for the Broodmother, and he's going to get the kill very easily. So the question is, will he pay? And it looks like they're going to ignore this Broodmother right now, and also the bot lane is being ignored. Meanwhile, big team fight going on in mid lane. How's he going to try to focus down DK? DK getting a lot of stun on top of him. Am damage is going to see him off sight, and they, of course, with the Maledict on top of him as well. Snow picks up a double kill, but towers are in breach as the bot tier 2 tower destroyed, and looks like the base tower in a little bit of trouble as well. Broodmother doing quite a bit of right click on top of that. Glyph gets popped and everyone TPs back. So despite the fact that they lost the fight in the mid lane, Mineski is still in a very okay position. Dagger number 1 is finished on the Ruby Assassin, level 11 as well. That's going to give him level 2 Vendetta, and that level 2 Vendetta is actually very, very key. Actually allows him to be in Invis for a long amount of time. Long enough time to actually, you know, make him able to use it to scout and do all that stuff. Acceptor is finished, and now Queen of Pain looking for that level 16 so he could have a, or she could have a very, very spammable ultimate. Back on the bot lane here, Slaughter still farming it up. The next logical item choice will be the Assault Curious, or maybe he's going to go for Heart, or maybe just Lifesteal. A lot of interesting choices that Snow could be making, but in this case, it's still, he is the biggest and most, the baddest, the most baddest. He's the top dog, is what I'm trying to say in the engagement. DK cannot stand toe-to-toe with him. No one can stand toe-to-toe with him until this Queen of Pain gets Hex, which is not anytime soon. Yeah, that Slaughter is going to be absolutely big. Broodmother level 18. Let's quickly check out how we're doing in terms of level 11, 12, 15, 15, 18 to a 12, 13, 15, 16, 16. So a little bit better spread here for the Scourge, but Sentinel Broodmother is leading quite a bit in terms of level. I feel like this Monkey, or this Pugna, hasn't been able to do too much in the fight, and that's mostly due to that he was shut down very much by the Broodmother on the top lane. But yeah, he doesn't have any really items to show for. A Bracer and a Vanguard and Arcane Boots, nothing that really helps his team aside from Arcane. He doesn't have a Mecha or a Force Staff or anything like that, and his team is really suffering because of that. The Windrunner was able to, actually I guess the Windrunner became the carry in this case, and Pugna, I guess, it was downgraded to a support instead. So you can see that the Windrunner farming up those key utility items that you expect a solo Windrunner to farm up. As we see gank attempt on the mid lane, they were looking for him. These Bucks being microed. A little bit of engagement happening on the bot lane. That was a Scream of Pain being used, and I guess the Lodar Blade, Lodar's Edge initiation into a Dragon Tail. You can see that the effect, the usefulness of that, as we see a team fight is going to break out. The Bucks are all in position. They're going to get one silence off. Going to keep on silencing. That is 15 seconds of perma silence. And look at the Bucks being micro. His hero is dead, so he keep doing that. But the ward's zapping. But the Chain Frost still bouncing left and right. DK half HP, and he's going to take massive amount of damage at this point. Very, very low. Do they have True Sight? Do they have detection? And it looks like they do somehow have detection. Dust? Yeah, I guess it was Dust. He was brought down very easily as well. Slaughter finally went down to the all the focus going down. Now Weaver trying to do cleanup. He is going to get the kill. Nicely done, and he's going to time lapse back to get a lot of HP back. Who had the gem? Windrunner has the gem right now and a couple of wards, and I do believe they're going to transition to a bot push. Unfortunately, you don't have the creeps to really help them out, but that was a 1-for-4 exchange. I guess you could count it 2-for-4 if you count FZFZ losing that Aegis Immortal, but still a very favorable exchange in that regard. And now Weaver with the Radiance finish, and how much gold in the bank? Another 1700 gold, 1800 gold in the bank. I wonder if it's going to upgrade the boots. I wonder if it's going to go straight here for the Reaver. We'll see. The Ruben Assassin invisible, but again, in a situation like this, you don't know whether they have True Sight. Evidently not, as they're going to try to bring him down. Yes, Scream of Pain being used, but Shackle Shot on top. Can they actually get the kill? Maledict on top of him. He is actually going to go down. Yes, he will. Trading that kill 1-for-1, I still think it's a worthy trade. Witch Doctor is just run straight in, trying to get the cast bouncing off. It was just magically enough range to get the bounce off, as we see Monkey picks up a double kill. Just so saying that he was not doing enough. That Pugna showing enough. Yes, he is going to be able to just use his skill set alone, able to get off a double kill. That ward was able to drain him with quite a bit of mana, as well as deal a lot of magical damage against these guys. So very nicely done. Invasion Ren pulls out ahead by 9 kills. It was 18-18 at one point, and since then the Mineski's only got 3 kills. Meanwhile, we have Invasion Red getting 12. So Scourge, very strong mid-game performance, and they're going to transition into the late game very nicely as well. Because again, Weaver is getting farm, and that And the Slaughter getting immensely farmed, as he is going to be evidently going for that So Curious playmail on top of him. And still, he's not just, you know, sitting back and farm. He's actually contributing a lot to his team. I just, again, want to point out this kill and assist ratio. We have, what is it, 5 and 16? Again, 30 kills. He's being involved in 21 of them. That number is just he's been involved over 66%. That's just crazy if you just want to think about it like that. He's a strength hero. He's a strength hero. He's slow. Or, well, not really when he pops his strength. But you guys know what I'm saying. You don't expect a hero like that to be involved in every single kill. You expect a support to do it. But he's playing so well, and because of that, he's able to gank his way up to a lot of item. But now Slaughter should still be careful, as you could saw from the last engagement. He's killable. He's, you know, he's peaking out in terms of his hero strength. Especially when he's, you know, when he pops a sprint and his BKB is on cooldown, he could be easily brought down through a massive barrage of focus fire. As you see, Weaver going to be going for a black. I actually think that Lincoln's here will be a very, very strong choice in this game, because an integral part of initiation coming in from Mineski is a Lothar's into a Dragon Tail stun, or maybe or get silence. That's kind of their initiation. And having Lincolns to block it, that would be very, very key. But the BKB is a very good choice as well, because if they silence the wall, you just BKB out of it, so no big deal. Looks like everyone's gathered around trying to set up a kill on the bot lane, and the Witch Doctor being so brave. But these bugs threatening to get the silence. We see a blink in here from the Dragon Knight. He's fighting 1v3 right now, still fighting strong. Dragon Knight now in trouble. He popped his BKB, but oh, he's gonna be fine. No AM damage on top of that because of him. Because of that, he was able to survive quite a bit. But they did get a kill on purple, which is the Rubian Assassin, and they're gonna transition into a bot push, waiting for the creep wave to come, which unfortunately still have to go through a glaive thrower. Everyone very healthy in terms of HP. I think they could just tank this and bring it down. They could out-damage the backdoor protection anyways. Nope. Alright, come on, guys. Grill pair. Just tank the tower. Not going to do that much damage. Which, by the way, haven't pointed out for a long time. Broodmother on the top lane, so haven't been really participating in the game, really. If you think about it, Red Invasion's fighting this, playing against Mineski 5v4. Like, they have the numerical advantage. They should be winning, and they are winning. And now Broodmother TP's in. He does have 2 webs now. Has a Eagle Horn as well. Going to be going for the Butterfly. And once he does finish the Butterfly, the reign of that Slaughter and the Weaver might be coming quickly to a close, because they actually might be having some difficulty in terms of killing this Broodmother. Back on the mid lane, everyone farming it up. Slaughter 2k go will be able to pick up the next component of that AC. A cloak up here for Witch Doctor. No upgrade on the boots yet. 1k go in the bank. I wonder what's going to save up for. A simple Vid booster in this case, not too bad. Or he could just go for a Hood. That wouldn't be too bad as well. Or maybe saving for a Ghost Scepter. Although Ghost Scepter against so many nukes may not be the best choice. We'll see what he ends up buying. We see 1k go here for the Windrunner as well. And then Weaver, yeah. Seems to be going for a BKB, although his item choice is still very, very strange. And we talked about Slaughter already. Let's see what the Sentinel's got. 700 gold here for our Broodmother. So still quite a bit here away from the Butterfly. Meanwhile, we have a Ultimate Orb for OWA. I would say it's Hex, but then it won't surprise me if it's Lincoln Sphere. We see a lot of Lincoln Sphere on Queen of Pains. Lincoln Sphere did recently get a buff on the 6.73 patch, so it is viable in a sense, but generally you don't get it so late. Meanwhile, is NA leveling his Dagon? No, he is not. He's just poor. All right, he's been dying quite a bit. 7 deaths and 1 kill. Yeah, that's not too good. But he is still being very effective. Again, those bugs, they be silencing. Dragon Knight with Lothar's and BKB now should start going back to work towards some damage. I guess Satanic is a very good split, down the middle. You get a lot of survivability, and you get a lot of damage as well. But he might be going for a little bit more traditional as a carry item. We'll see what he ends up choosing. Roshan number 2 is going to be done here by Red Invasion, and let's see if the Sentinel. Yeah, Sentinel's not going to allow them to do it, but Jules not in position though. Jules, does he have a TP scroll? He does, but nowhere really to TP to. And they definitely see the DK just was on the top lane. So Scourge should realize that they're fighting this 4v5, and because of that, they were feeling very comfortable to pick down this Aegis, and Weaver picks it up once again. So Jules farming out the top lane. I think that did cost some Aegis. Sentinel did have more than enough time to go into Roche Pit if they had the numerical, well, not advantage, if they had even numbers, but that's not what they had, and Scourge was able to take an Aegis for free. A Blink Dagger initiation for an illusion. Well, that illusion was able to bait out a lot of spells, but looks like Illusion Dragon Knight will be pushing on the top lane. Where's the Broodmother? Broodmother pushing on the top lane as well. Broodmother, no teleport, Squirrel. Are you sending one to yourself, or are you walking to the secret shop? He is walking to the secret shop. Good choice. Good choice. No, he's not. He's just farming. Oh, come on, Jay. Jay's definitely very adventurous, is one way to put it. A lot of times you see him in deep in enemy territory without TP Scroll, without ward protection, and he just kind of dies and feeds. But when it works, it's some brilliant play. So. Queen of Pain spending a lot of time to farm. Let's see how close she is towards that Hex. So about 1400 gold. Meanwhile, we do see the Butterfly completely finish on the Broodmother. Does he have buyback? Nope, he doesn't. 700 on the bank, and now finally has the TP Squirrel. Excuse me. Looks like we're going towards a very, very uncharacteristic farming stage. Both teams not really going for the push. Scourge, maybe they're feeling like they cannot take a fight right now. They do have the Aegis. And that Slaughter is looking very, very big. They are going to fight, initiate, and uh-oh. They're going to pop the BKB and try to fight his way back, but the bash is the right click. The amp damage on top of Snow, and it's going to try to run out. I do believe he will be able to survive, and his BKB finally ran out, got crushed, and that was it. Jay going to get picked off. Not liking this line of text, and Clear immediately trying to get rid of it. I mean, on the bot lane here, Pugna got picked off right outside of his base. Some nice invisible initiation here from Dragon Knight and Nerubian Assassin. Nerub hits level 14. Once he hits level 16, becomes a lot more useful as a hero. I mean, he's pretty much hit his peak right now, but he will actually be able to kind of one-shot a Witch Doctor by himself once he gets level 3 Vendetta. Level 16 here for Witch Doctor, so he's maxing probably every one of his spells, and they're gonna take down the last tier 2 tower. So no more exterior tower for either team is up, and now we have Red Invasion trying to take the game by taking the first racks, and wow, Woots just got picked off so very easily, and they're gonna go for it. Drum Charge being popped, of course. The Voodoo Restoration is up, and they're gonna go for this racks. Mineski's gonna have to make some defense. Mecha being popped as well. Rax Tower is destroyed. Dragon Knight comes in and trying to do some damage, big damage, and then, wow, a Scream of Pain. It looks like that Slaughter is going to get picked off. Weaver pops his BKB and goes right on the Rax. Not enough damage output from him right now, and this Dragon Knight will be chasing. He will have Lothar's Edge coming off cooldown, but look at the silence and the blocks, and looks like Witch Doctor will be going down as well. So that was a 2-for-0 exchange. Maybe for a little bit more. Can he TP out? Yes, he can. Now they're going to give chase to his Weaver, which I think he will make it out fine. Yes, you can see that BKB on the Weaver was allowed to able to right click, but not the biggest DPS output for Weaver at this point. Although he has, you know, fairly decent decent item already, the Radiance and the BKB for the plus 24 damage. Pop the BKB was then able to destroy the Rax, and they gave up some purchase skill. The Slaughter kill was kind of big, and Slaughter, I'm starting to become a little bit more worried for Red Invasion, because they were able to bring down a couple of towers, but they really were unable to put Mineski on the ropes. Mineski always able to come back and get a couple of kills in return, and then push all the way back and destroy any type of map control that Scourge had. And now with the Hex up on the Queen of Pain, they will be very easily able to kill the Slaughter before he does anything, as we saw in that last engagement. Invis into Dragon Tail stun, or just a Hex right off from the get-go. Easily bring down Slaughter, and without Slaughter, they really don't have the big DPS. Looks like it's going to be BKB Heart, so Weaver very, very worried about survivability. But because he bought the Reaver, won't have buyback gold, and that might be huge in this case. Both teams being very careful in terms of positioning the Bucks. Again, being microed. Are they going to smoke up the hill? We'll see. They had the gem as well. Let's see if Scourge got another gem. Uh-oh, they're gonna walk up the hill. And that doesn't look too good. Witch Doctor, he's going to get stunned. A Blink Crush on 2 or 3. BKB is going to be popped. They're going to focus on NA and immediately dies. We do have a Blink out here. The Creptify is on top of the Akasha. She actually destroyed a ward and then uses Screen Pain. Nicely done. Slaughter gets dropped down very quickly. Weaver is going to go down as well. He does have the Aegis of Immortal right now, but look at the Dragon Knight doing massive damage. 4 heroes still alive here from the Weaver. Weaver's got to just Sakuchi out, and he's going to make it out. There is a Dragon Tail on top of him. I think he's going to get brought down, and the Pugna was not able to get a kill. Put Dragon Knight very low in terms of HP, and that was a team wipe. There was a couple of buyback here and there, but keep in mind the Weaver died. He had no Aegis, and he spent all his gold on the Reaver, so no buyback either. It looks like Mineski is going to take the first Rex, despite being down by 7 kills, 44 minutes in the game. The heroes just are too strong at this point. AC is finished on the Dragon Knight. Jules just, I mean, this is a guy that went 0-6 right in the beginning, went low Dars, farmed all over the map with bottle regen, got some ganks off, and now sitting in the late game situation with the Black King Bar and an AC. He's out farming the Slaughter. Yes, he's out farming the Slaughter. And, well, Slaughter has his AC as well, but you guys know what I'm saying. He has a more expensive item on the Dragon Knight. And kudos to Jules to be able to kind of persevere through the difficult early game, and now they're going to get a second lane of melee racks, and with this melee racks down, yeah, it's going to be very, very tough. And it looks like Jules going to go straight in. He's taking a lot of damage. Oh, looks like Scream. Oh, looks like I think he's going to die to the last Maledict charge. No, he's going to die to his stun before that happened. No, Maledict is going to do the job. They got a double kill here on the Queen of Pain and Dragon Knight, and yes, those are very, very important kills, but you're down 2 melee barracks and one range racks. So it is not looking good for a Red Invasion. They need a turtle and go for the next incarnation of Roshan, and meanwhile build up any big items. Save for buyback is the key at this point, especially when you're down so many racks. Go for ganks if you can, but right now it's going to be time to start play defensive here for Invasion, and hopefully that the Weaver could get big enough to just single-handedly carry. But he's still very, very far from that. He needs to finish Heart first, and then he's still another tier 4 item away. He's one big DPS item here away. I would recommend finishing the Heart and then just go straight into a Divine Rapier. Just go for some, Hail Mary kind of thing, because you are down by a lot of racks. In fact, Red Invasion trying to invade right into the enemy base. They're not even having all 5 of their guys yet. They have 4 in the mid lane, and it's going to be a Windrunner reviving anytime soon. But Mineski is still down with the Queen of Pain and Dragon Knight. They might actually bring down this tower, depending whether they have the glyph. We'll see. 7-second towards the Queen of Pain. There is a glyph being popped. That's going to give them a couple of precious seconds. This tower will be brought down very, very quickly. I do not like to place him in this ward. It's too forward. Should be somewhere like over here instead. But Queen of Pain doing a very good job finding that ward and destroying it. This Rax very, very low in HP. They might actually bring down this Rax, but Queen of Pain and Dragon Knight both alive. They are going to get a melee Rax, and they're going to try to back off. And Broodmother trying to give chase. Is he going to keep on chasing? I don't think he should. Which Doctor could turn around and cask. We'll see. Here comes. Uh-oh. Don't get stunned. He pops the DK, and looks like the NA just again gets destroyed before he does anything. And now the Slaughter will be able to back off for now, trying to wait out the BKB duration. And now Weaver gets silenced up. He gets Hex. Nice force snap away from the Sonic Wave, but simply not enough. Witch Doctor doing massive DPS with his Death Ward. Actually will bring down the Dragon on Lich very, very low as well. Lich is going to go down. Massive carnage going on from both sides, but the Queen of Pain still alive. You got to keep in mind this Sonic Wave will be cooling down very, very soon. Here, Broodmother still very healthy in terms of HP with no ultimate, no Orcus down as well. That was a 2-for-3 exchange. Unfortunately, Slaughter is dead and Weaver is dead, so no carry up here, and they're still trying to push. That was a very, very bold attempt. I do believe Red Invasion should finally back off because their base in full breach. 3 teleport squirrels on the bot lane, no teleport goal on the top, and that tower is going to take some damage. A little bit of miscommunication here from Red Invasion. And this game, still very difficult to call. I did not believe that Red Invasion was able to take down the mid-racks, but evidently they were able to do so. So I don't think Mineski is out of the woods yet, but look at how farmed this Queen of Pain is. After she finished her BKB, she could actually cast Under the Influence of the Nether Ward, and that's going to be absolutely huge. All these times she was not able to drop down the Sonic Wave right from the get-go because she would take too much damage in return. So she had to spend a little bit of time to wait for her teammate to destroy the ward, or she had to blink closer and destroy it herself. But with the BKB up, she's like, I don't care. Just nuke like crazy. What are you going to do about it, right? And of course, BKB will be blocking quite a bit of magical damage coming in here from the Scourge. But yes, this Witch Doctor is still playing very nicely. All of these team fights, I see him channel like almost full duration of his Death Ward. And although he wasn't able to get too many kills as a result, he was able to dump down a lot of damage and help his team to get the kills, which is key. Weaver still not finishing his BKB, and that's an issue. As how close is he to the BKB? About 300 gold. Or not BKB, the heart. Well, if it's heart, then he will have it in just about 100. Thing is, after he finished the heart, I still don't think it's enough. I think whether he survives or not depends on whether he's able to pop the BKB. You saw in how quickly they were able to bring him down. Sonic Wave doing a big chunk of damage. Of course, they have very bursty Dragonite in that sense as well. So I think it should have went to Lincoln's. It gives you a little bit more time to go into your BKB. Whereas if you get Hex, then you're pretty much done. So let's see how we're doing in terms of item progression. 200 creep kills here for the Creed and Pain, 182 on Dragonite, 255 on Jay. Look at the massive amount of farm on these guys. I mean, on Scourge, not even close. 106, 180, 145. Yeah, they're not even close. So Sentinel is just really out farming Scourge at this point. And let's see if they're going to set up a gank. We do see the bugs in position. These guys are a little bit scattered out. Seems like Scourge want to set up a gank, but I do believe Mineski kind of have a hunch. They know what's up. Lifesteal being added up to the Dragonite. Does Jules have buyback? You actually don't. So if you could very easily pick him off, then it could actually be game. Dragonite pops out Invis and going to clean up quite a bit of creep waves here. Scourge can't really go for the gank. Broodmother, despite the fact that they have the racks down, still pushing the top lane. And still, maybe, yeah, I think he's waiting for like a Witch Doctor to defend. And if you see Witch Doctor defend, he's going to just go for the kill. He does C2 right now. So really can't, but he is going to have backup. Oh, there is a silence. And that's what I mean. If you, heart don't matter. If you can't pop your BKB, they will chain stun you down. And now BKB Brood is going to get 1 kill. Pops the Ghost Scepter, still surviving, or get right on top of Slaughter. And he's giving chase. Look at the 815 crit. The damage is absolutely immense, but he is focused down by 3 or 4. Now Queen of Pain is going to blink out. So a bit overzealous here for a Broodmother player. But on the meanwhile, on the bot lane here, they're going to just call GG. So early on the GG, they realize they cannot defend as they're down. What? You're just down Weaver, and you're going to call GG? I guess so, as this is going to be the last racks being destroyed. Yep. Yeah, GG indeed it is. Slaughter going to go for some revenge kill. Look at this NA. He's just the meat shield for the team. They still have 2 range racks left, but yeah, with 3 melee racks down and unable to get the kill. Why the hell does Pugna has a Blink Dagger and Hex? Such a late game Blink. But in any case, GG is already called. So we're just going through some formality. Mineski looking very strong. Even though they won the game, I feel like it was but a lucid dream. They just got a gank on the top on the Weaver, and the Weaver died, and that was the GG. That was like, there's no big clash, there's no big team fight. That was just, it was just different, you know. I've never seen that type of game. Invasion Red, although calling GG, still playing, of course. Medallion Courage up. What a late Medallion choice on Slaughter. I'm not too sure whether I like this choice, to be honest. Oh, not gonna get the crush off. Let's get Dragonite. Well, there's the amp him. Goddamn, there's the amp damage. And I do believe he will get chain stun down. Yeah, the minus armor doing just simply too much. He does have the Aegis of Mortal though. Can you get a kill on a second time? Oh, he pops the BKB, and he's going to start duking out Dragon Form, and he's going to start going right on the Slaughter, but look at the amplified damage and the Swarm. Able to bring down the Dragonite very quickly. Another buyback here from Jules. So we're able to kill him twice, but still not enough. And now we got a TP back and defend our Raxes. Mid-Raxes went down as well, so they're 1 Rax away. And that 1 Rax could be easily backdoored. Queen of Pain has that... oh, what the hell is he doing here? The Witch Doctor. Oh, that was the NA. The Weaver trying to 1v4. What the hell was he thinking? Slaughter blinks in, gets immediately Hex, and he's done. Finally, Heart is finished on our Weaver, but it's just not enough. A double kill gets claimed here by... oh, Look at this Witch Doctor. Massive amount of damage. Maledict might be pretty big. First Maledict tick, 300. Second Maledict tick, 400. Oh, that was the last one. But yes, GG. That is gonna be the GG. Jay picks up a triple kill to finish the game. GG, well played. Not GG, well played. Not well played. Damn ugly. Invasion Red evidently not too happy about how they... I think they played rather decently. Again, I think they took a little bit too long in terms of pushing into Mineski. Because by that time, Mineski got too big on that Broodmother, too big on Dragon Knight Jewels. You cannot leave him free farming. Even if you gank him 6 times in the beginning, it's just not enough. You gotta constantly gank him or just finish the game very quickly. And Jay, you should change your name to Gay. Gay of Claire. Yeah, so very well played by Mineski, showing their muscles against Invasion Red. And just showing off why Jules is their carry player. Man, he started the game as a 0-6, finished it not much better, 5-11, but still very nicely played from Mineski. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast. Very action-packed game indeed. And until next time, this is Luminous signing off. See you guys.